What's your update on Jerry Judy?
He's definitely got a high ankle sprain. Everything else checked out good. He's going to miss some time. I mean, it's hard to put a timetable on it right now.
Is IR a possibility this week?
I don't know. I haven't talked about that with George yet.
What is on the table for him? Is it just recovery, or is anything else being considered?
Yeah, they're looking at all options, but at this very moment, it'll just be recovery.
Vic, do you have any other injuries? Anybody else made the other game all right?
Yeah, Graham Glasgow had some internal issues after the game. They started during the game, he said. So we kept him up there in New York, and they examined him totally. He's still up there. He'll stay the night. But the plan is for him to come back tomorrow morning.
What kind of, can you sort of elaborate on that?
Yeah, just he had an irregular heartbeat going.
You guys had a good report on that, or?
Yeah, everything is so far so good.
Now, did he leave the stadium in an ambulance, or some talk there?
I'm not. Did he, Patrick? Yeah, okay, he did.
Vic, when you went back and looked at the tape today, what did you take away from Josie Jewell's performance?
Josie played good. Josie plays good most of the time for us. And the thing that he does for us that doesn't show up in the stats is, he's our communicator out there and really helps a lot of people get lined up, gives them tips, just the extra stuff that make a big difference. But he played his position well, too.
Vic, 2 on Surtain on the touchdown. How does he need to play that?
Yeah, he needs to be tighter on that one for sure. We could have helped him out in a couple other instances on that play that would have made that pickup a little easier, but he does have to be tighter on it.
And then how comfortable did he look on Rudolph in terms of operating in tight quarters?
He did good. There wasn't a ton of plays, but was pleased with his play overall.
Tony Muti got a few snaps yesterday. Was that because of what Graham was experiencing?
I think so. Graham said he told me this morning that it started bothering him in the second or third series, and he just kept trying to play through it.
And will you look to Natani to take his spot if he's not able to go?
Yeah, that'd probably be what would happen.
I think Surtain too much after that touchdown where he missed the tackle. What was that? Why was that?
Well, the plan was we were going to give him a series in the first half, and that was the series. And then the third quarter, we drove the ball a pretty good ways, time-wise. And so we went out there for the first series, and then next time we were out on the field, I believe it was the fourth quarter. So we just decided to finish it that way, and because we might be playing more dime.
Coach, this was the first time that you had a chance to address your team 1-0 and also address your team with a winning record as a head coach. What's the difference that you have experienced this time around than other times? Has it been like a relief off your shoulders?
Well, I'm sure it's a relief for a lot of people, yeah. I mean, there's much been said about it because it's true. But the approach will still be the same. We're going to grade, critique the game, learn from it, and then put all our focus both mentally and physically into the Jacksonville.
With Surtain, are you trying to do that to see what the best combination is, or to get him more experience, or kind of what was the thought?
Yeah, we just want him to play some. He's too good of a player to only play in the dime package. So we want to have him ready, and we're grooming him. Not grooming him, but he deserves to play some. So we're going to play him some.
Can you talk about your approach on 4th down yesterday?
Yeah, each and every time those 3 times came up, I just felt it was the right thing to do.
Melvin Gordon gets the 70-yard run to kind of, with 4 minutes to go. Up until that point, kind of like him and Javonte were splitting carries throughout the game. How much do you think that helped in a late game situation like that if the guys are fresh the way that they're playing?
I think it helps, no doubt about it, especially, when it's hot like it was there. It does keep them both fresh, but, when you have 2 good backs like that, that motivates you to do it even more. If there's a big drop-off from one to the other, then you may not be motivated to do it as much, but we feel good about both guys.
Will you look to one specific player to fill Jerry Judy's spot these next coming weeks, or will it be like by committee?
Well, it would be, Tim, Cortland, and KJ will get the bulk of it. And, Spence is a wideout who's up for punt returns, and we'll look to see, make a decision if we bring somebody up in his place.
Vic, that September narrative goes away. You see the joy in the roster's eyes and the locker room's eyes, how do you jack them back up when Jacksonville's coming, got another road trip and you got a chance to prove something there?
It's another opportunity. It's round 2 in a 17-round fight, and they all count the same. And we got to get back to work and focus on them.
What did you see on the pass interference call on Darby and then the fumble recovery by Logan Ryan there?
Yeah, I didn't think it was a good call on Darby. And the fumble recovery, the one with Alberto, yeah, that was, they first told me, and you guys probably saw that they were talking to me the whole way. And they first told me it's going to be our ball. They're just figuring out where to exactly place it and the timing element of it. And then he came back and said, you're not going to like this. The head guy in New York came in and said, let it stand. And the head guy overruled the first guy's verdict on it.
Is that insufficient evidence because that was already the call on the field? Or did you...
Yeah. The first guy that looked at it and made the call from New York, along with the referee, was going to reverse it. And then the head guy came in and said, make it stand.
Coach, now that you had a chance to look at the tape, what impressed you the most about Teddy Bridgewater's performance from yesterday?
His efficiency, his calmness, yet his ability to make plays under duress and with improvising. I thought he played very well, and it was reflective in the stats.
That seemed like an up and down day for Kyle Fuller, but did you like how he responded in the goal lines? Scenario had the 2 deflections after drawing the pass interference.
Yeah, I mean, he came up big there at the end of the game. He had some balls caught on him earlier. I think he can play some of those better. No corner's going to go unscathed, but we need to cut down on the amount that we're caught on him.
There's been a big emphasis on special teams. How do you feel like they did?
Yeah, I think our guys that we picked up, Jonas came in and did good. Mike came in and did good. Didn't like his penalty, obviously. That was one of the bigger disappointments. We had too many penalties yesterday after being pretty much scot-free the whole preseason. And, we need to clean that up. But I thought overall the new players came in and helped us, and I thought our guys played well.
How encouraging was Tim Patrick's performance, especially after last season and then with Judy's injury now here going forward?
Well, encouraging is a word you can use, I guess, but I'm not surprised by it. That's what I expect from Tim. Tim's a bona fide good NFL receiver, and that's what he should be able to do, because he can do it.
How about the offense? Finishing drives. Slow start, got her going. What's your overall?
Yeah, I mean, they fumbled there, stopped one of the drives. And we were helped by the fourth down go-fors. We converted 3 of them, so that helped continue drives. You're not going to be able to go for it all the time on fourth down. So I thought we did good, but we definitely can do better.
You passed more than you ran, but were you pleased that you stayed patient enough to run? And was Gordon's run maybe a result of staying patient throughout the game with the run?
Yeah, they were. The big part of their plan was obvious. They wanted to stop the run, wanted to stop our boot game, and they made schematically drastic measures to do that. And they were successful with it early. That's why we had more success passing. But we did stay with it. And if you stay with not only Melvin's long run, but we popped a couple 10-yarders in there too, couple 6-yarders. And those were critical because those set up third and shorts to medium that we were able to convert. So, yeah, we'd like to be a team that could stay with the run even if it's not going.
I just want to be clear. What was the reasoning for the head guy not wanting to reverse that fumble call? Did they explain it to you?
I'll give you Walt Anderson's number. You can call him.
That'll work.
Does it seem like teams are going for it more often on fourth down or being more aggressive than they have been?
Probably. We've looked at it hard over the years, and everybody remembers the ones that worked. The greatest example I can give you is the Ravens 2 years ago were 14-2 in the regular season, and they lost their playoff game. They had a hell of a team, and they were going for it on fourth down more than anybody. They have a quarterback that allows them to do more things. But in 2 of the 3 losses they had, going for it on fourth down, got stopped several times and was a major factor in 2 of their losses, including the playoffs. So it's nice when it works and everybody loves it, but there is a other side of that story sometimes.
Was the
Time for a few more for the coach.
Was the preseason against Seattle, when you went for it on that first drive with Teddy, have an influence maybe on you going for it yesterday?
No, I just thought yesterday was important at that time to do it.
Is it analytics or is it your gut feeling at the moment?
And gut feeling.
Sure, it's the analytics.
Gut feeling.
Vic, you guys used a fair amount of 3 tight end personnel yesterday. What did you like about that formation you guys operated on?
Obviously, the run guys always like to have the big guys in there. You have more runs available to you, but you also got to be able to throw some out of there. So we got to be balanced when we do it. And it's a good personnel package if you're balanced with it.
Long season, guys got to pick up the flag. What kind of opportunity could this be for KJ with where the wide receiver room is right now?
Yeah, it'd be a great opportunity. Now, you got all the snaps being divided up by 3 instead of 4, and I like the 3 we got.
There was
One last one here. We'll do Eric and then Arnie.
some plays, the fumble with Alberto, a couple of penalties that put you in 2nd or 3rd and long. Is it something about Teddy that kind of helped you overcome some of those things that maybe in the past the offense wasn't able to kind of recover from those setbacks?
Yeah, we didn't have too many penalties on offense. I think we only had 1 that I'm aware of right now that I can remember. But yeah, I mean, we can chip away, 2nd and 13 or 15 and get it to 3rd manageable, So, yeah, I think Teddy's part of that, but the whole offense is too.
Arnie, go ahead.
Yeah, Vic, one last thing on Glasgow. Does he have any history of heart arrhythmia? It just announced itself yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.